Hey friends, I figured I'd do a little documentation of the day before my exhibition that's going to be happening tomorrow, May 13th. I'll be at the Hiram Van Gordon Gallery at Tennessee State University. I'm going to be drawing 72 drawings of Justin Jones, 69 drawings of Justin Pearson in a live stream in gallery performance. I'm talking a lot about it on my social platforms, so I'm sure you can investigate more if you want to know more, but I'll be telling more today with this because I just want to do a little behind the scenes of who I am and why I'm doing this exhibition. And thanks to the Hiram Van Gordon Gallery for allowing me to be a part of it and do it. So let's get into it. First off, who I am. I'm an artist. I go by Zim. I'm an art professor as well. I taught last year at Northwest Missouri State University and the year before that at San Diego State University. I grew up in Seattle, Washington. I went to undergrad at the University of Washington and did my graduate degree at San Diego State University. And last year was my first basically full year teaching as a full-time art professor, which I'm hoping I will be doing a lot more often. But yeah, I did a 1-year position at Northwest Missouri State, and I'm looking for another position, and all the while trying to also be a practicing studio artist. And I've done in the past, a couple of years ago, 2022, I did a exhibition where I drew 116 drawings of Ketanji Brown Jackson. She has 3 of the drawings, and I wanted to do a similar kind of conversation with my art, live streaming in gallery performative artwork where I draw multiples of the same person. And this idea came up where Justin Jones and Justin Pearson were both about a year ago removed from their positions, voted out of their positions as legislators in Tennessee. And I believe in their call of gun reform. I believe in what they're standing for. And the whole idea of the Tennessee 3 was a big deal about a year ago, and Justin Jones and Justin Pearson were the only 2 of the Tennessee 3 that were actually voted out by basically the conservative majority in their legislature. And so the 72 and 69 represent the amount of votes that were cast to remove them. They have been subsequently reinstated. Not long after that, they were reinstated as basically the temporary reinstatements for their own positions that they were in. So that's kind of the story around that. So what I decided to do was look for a space that I could do these drawings in, and luckily the Hiram Van Gordon Gallery at Tennessee State University agreed to allow me to do this. And so obviously a lot has changed in the world since a year ago, and a lot has been going on. And what I like to say with my artwork is I like to make art to amplify important messages, and gun reform, I believe, is an important message to amplify. Also, within this conversation of Justin Jones and Justin Pearson, racism plays a big part into why they are treated the way they are, systemic kind of ideas like that, social justice issues for sure. But also, as we know, we're in the midst of a genocide happening in Gaza and Palestine by the Israelis. So it's like, how do all these things connect? And to me, they all do connect, because it's the same group of people that want to prevent, gun reform happening in the United States is the same group of people that are okay with a genocide happening in the other side of the world, in Palestine. So, to me, even though this subject matter right now, who I'm talking about is Justin Jones and Justin Pearson, it's all related to the bigger conversation on how do we make the world a better place, and how do we start to critically think about what is happening in the world. So what is going to be happening starting Monday, May 13th, I'll be in the gallery. I'm going to be drawing 10 drawings a day for the most part for 14 days. There'll be one day that I will be drawing an extra drawing because it's 141 total. So I think I might do a few days where I do a few extras, but the first 3 or 4 days I'll pretty much restrict myself to 10 drawings a day, just so I can start to feel out the system. I'll be doing all of Justin Jones first, and then I'll do 72 of Justin Jones, and then I'll do 69 of Justin Pearson. I'll be able to feel out how long it's going to take me to accomplish 10 drawings a day. I'm planning for it to take about 30 minutes of drawing, which I've done some practice drawings, so I know I can get to that point, especially when I'm in the mode of doing it and not too distracted. Obviously, you'll be allowed to interact with the performance by either coming to the space. Hopefully, I mean, ideally, the space would be full of people conversating and talking and watching and just being occupying, as we are doing these days, occupying the space to stand for the wanting to make the world a better place. Just occupy the space. Feel free to ask me questions. You can come down to the gallery. I'll be there for 14 days in a row, as I was saying, and as well I'll be streaming on my YT channel. I'm saying it like that because I'm going to be publishing this video on multiple platforms, so I don't want certain words to get it suppressed. You can join in when I'm live streaming and interact in the chat and talk to me about what's going on. You don't even have to agree with it. It's all about the conversation. It's all about interacting with people. It's all about putting it out there. It's a big part of it. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to basically just meditate. My biggest sort of fear of this exhibition is not being able to complete it. It's always been, when I did the 116 drawings, that was my biggest fear, of not being able, something happening that prevents me from completing it, whatever it may be, from being sick to just being not allowed to complete it. Whatever might come up, there might be, I have no idea what's going to happen the moment I start the exhibition. And then the 14 days that I'm going to be drawing the drawings, and then there'll be a few days, and then there's a closing reception on May 30th, which I encourage you all to come out. I do recommend, if you are planning to come visit, this is my recommendation. If you are in Nashville, Tennessee area, or close enough that you can come to the actual exhibition, I recommend coming once during the performance and then once at the end, maybe the closing reception, so you can see the evolution. You can see it, the happening of it, and then you can see the final product of it. That's what I recommend if you're able to visit in person. The exhibition will be for sale. However, I'm only selling it as a complete collection. I'm not going to break up any of the pieces. I'm not going to take out any of the pieces to sell individually. The only exception is if Justin Jones and Justin Pearson decide to come to the exhibition, since they are the subjects of it, and they would like any of the drawings. They can take any one of them they want, and I will just deal with that as the time comes. But the goal of the exhibition is to keep it intact as one exhibition, and if it should sell, which it is for sale, I'll be donating basically 75% of the total cost of the exhibition, the total sale price, to 3 institutions. One is the Everytown USA, Everytown for Gun Safety. 25% will go to them. 25% will go to Operation Olive Branch. 25% will go to Ernwa. And that's where I'll be donating 75% of the total sale, and then the last 25% will just be I'll put toward making more art and sustaining my life as to be able to keep doing these kind of exhibitions, hopefully. So that's the goal. So if you know anybody that is interested in learning more about this exhibition, please point them my way, share this video with them, tell them to contact me. You can also contact me if you have any questions. But that's kind of the behind the scenes at this point of what's happening. We'll see you again on the live stream on my YT channel. I'll put all the links in the necessary places so you can find it. But we'll be live streaming every day for 14 days in a row. Of course, you can come down to the gallery itself and participate. And if you need directions to the gallery, visit the Tennessee State University website, the art website. I'll also put their link in the description. All right, thanks, my friends. You guys always be loving, kind, and patient, and I hope to hear from you. Peace.